Monday, October 3rd, 2022. And this morning, on today's edition of The View, Whoopi started by talking about the premiere of her movie Till, that she's been working on a long time at the New York Film Festival. And a certain reviewer who noted in their review that they were distracted by Whoopi's fat suit. But Whoopi wasn't wearing a fat suit. Um, Her face was puffy from steroid injections from when she was sick last year, and um, you know, she's not a svelte woman these days. So that was just her, and this reviewer um, chose to make uh, a comment on, um, I guess, what she thought was, a directorial choice about, um, increasing the size of the actor. I'm surprised that someone didn't. If she was going to be mad about the fat suit, maybe she should have been mad that someone who was actually fat should have played the part. You know how people get all upset, or that somehow it was body shaming. But uh, in itself, her comment is body shaming, and it's interesting to note because the reviewer's name was Kendall Cunningham, Kyndall, which already makes it insufferable to me. But the review that was posted online was corrected at 11:16 this morning. So somebody was watching The View and went, "Uh-oh." But they didn't comment on it. They didn't release a statement, no apology, no. Usually, when an article is updated online, uh, they'll reference what was updated. This clearly didn't. But you know, wow, that's not a great uh, you know line on your permanent record. Anyway, Kindle, I'm sure you'll be fine. Just make sure if you're talking about someone's prosthetics, they actually have them. And then there was a lot of discussion about the former president and some comments that he made about Mitch McConnell and his wife, which were both threatening and racist. And I really wish we wouldn't talk about him in these terms. I enjoyed the discussion that just blatantly, he's been a racist his whole life. He was a racist president. He's a racist post president. That it was that they just, one after another, just clearly laid out the man uh, is a he's a racist and a homophobe and a misogynist, and all those delightful frail white straight guy issues. Um, but I wish that if we're going to talk about him, can we just talk about the ongoing federal investigations or state investigations against him? Because those are the only things that give me hope. That talking about whatever he fucking said on social media doesn't mean a thing, and spending more airtime discussing it doesn't really help. Um, because his supporters just support him, and all the rest of us hate him. So what's the point? Can we let's just report when something actually happens to him, not every fucking little thing that he puts on his failing social media platform, which apparently all of the investors backed out. Um, so that ain't gonna last. But I'm sure he'll get some more Russian money from Deutsche Bank to to shore up whatever he needs. Piece of shit. So yeah, and if there's gonna be a hurricane with devastation in Florida, it really only needs to hit one spot because it's a mess down there, and that looks terrible. I don't know the photos of Fort Myers Beach and that whole area. It's just destroyed, and I don't know how Like, how do you rebuild that? And then, and then feel comfortable to stay. I feel bad for all those people along the Gulf Coast. But, uh, you know, rebuild they will, I'm sure. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Oh,